Okay, so I'm going to, I got this mesh. It's starting to be unwrapped, but it needs quite a bit of work on the seams and unfolding and whatnot. So this is just like a panel. This is going to be a little demo on just basically how to get some clean UVs on this character, on any character. And I'm just using this one as an example. So what I see here is I got a whole bunch of stuff started to be unwrapped. Some of it's good, some of it needs some work. So the top of the shoe, bottom of the shoe, the leg needs to be fixed on the seam. The face needs to be unwrapped. The tail needs a lot of work on the seam. This one as well. But some of it's good. It just needs minor touches. Just a quick fix on cutting this edge and seam, sewing it over here, and things like that. So what we can do here to get this right is to start with, I'll unwrap the face on here, and come on, the funny glitches of Maya and Macintosh. Okay, that seems pretty good. Deselect some of these, but other than that, pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to do a UV cylindrical unwrap, and I'm going to rotate it at Y at 180 only because it's actually modeled the opposite way from the front view camera. So there we go. Now I've got the face here unwrapped, or starting to be unwrapped. Two things, I can start to smooth UV this, but I want to get these ears out as well, and it needs some fixing in the mouth area, but it's a real good start for that. So what I'm going to do is simply start to select all the ear elements in this case, and I guess I could do both at the same time. Okay, so I've got both my ears here, and I don't have to have a seam on it if I don't want to, but for now, UV based on camera, that'll just cut those ears out. Take both the ears, slide them out of the way, and what I'll do is, depending on where I want the seam, if I want to have a seam, I could have it just be like this, but I think it might be best to have a seam. Try that. This is really just a matter of opinion on how you want to do it. But, you know, before I make any cuts in the seam, let's see what it looks like here when we unfold it. It's not too shabby. And this way it would only have, obviously, the seam around connecting into the head. Let's check this one. Basically the same thing, and I'm kind of okay with that for now. Let's go ahead and get started on the head itself. Okay, so it looks about the most I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to go ahead and connect some UV, moving some edges. So I know I want to have this one and this one. Polygons moving so. Select the UV shell, smooth UV tool, unfold. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and select all these shells that I just did, and I'm going to do polygons, unfold. And that should give me a pretty good unwrap. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. The tail needs quite a bit of work. It's not really a lot of work, it's just some sewing, moving and sewing, things like that. So I'm going to have the seam be at the bottom because it seems like it will be the least likely spot. It needs a seam somewhere on this because this is just not very clean. Trying to see if that's part of the body or something here. For now I'll leave it like so. Polygons, cut UV edges, select your shell, tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, and it'll start to unfold. And now I'm going to do polygons unfold, and now you see I get a cleaner look at what I've got, and I'm going to start to I'm just going to follow these seams around. So okay, polygons moving so. May have forgotten one there, but we'll get to that in a second. So right here and here, polygons moving so. Select it once again. Just get it out of the way for the time being. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold it, unfold it. Okay, now relax it just a little bit. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold it until it's something a little bit cleaner like that. Okay. Alright, there's the tail there. Polygons unfold. Do the same thing for this one. Polygons, cut UV edges, select it. I'm just going to get it off the stage, or off my grid here for the time being. And I'm going to unfold it and go polygons, unfold. Alright, and I see this big gap in here, so I know I've got some cleaning up to do. Here, here, and I'm just going to follow around these edges. For starters, I'm going to do that because it's getting a little difficult to see. Okay, got a couple more in there. Polygons moving so. Polygons moving so. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, fold. Okay, polygons, unfold. Alright, now I've got the tail, the head, the ears. The legs need a little bit of work here, it looks like. So I'm going to have the seam of the leg. It's got, okay. So let's see where the seam is. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to place the seam on the inside of the leg. It seems like the least seen spot. Polygons, cut UV edges, go around to the other side, and just work your way up those edges. Polygons moving so, and you get much cleaner UVs. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold. Okay, there's that. Let's go to this leg. Okay, create a seam. Right here on the inside of the leg. Polygons, cut UV edges, and this is a really repetitive process. Okay, and I still need to make another cut somewhere. There to get rid of that. Cut UV edges. Oh wait. Well, yeah, let's see. Okay, so smooth UV tool, unfold it. Okay, and you see what happens when I did that. I've got both these pieces here. I select this one, I move it over. Just going to go ahead and rotate it, and it will basically fit exactly here when done, pretty much. It's like putting together a puzzle. And then we just go ahead and move and sew these seams. And then select it, smooth UV tool, unfold, polygons, unfold, and this is how you go about cleaning up your UVs to get them to look right. Okay, start here. Okay, so we'll go here. I'm going to create the seam down the same exact edge. Polygons, cut UV edges. Oh, seems like something happened. Tool, smooth UV tool. Okay, so it looks like it does go all the way to this point. Polygons, cut UV edges. Looks like there might be something missing there. And you know what? This one might just be easier to undo, or oh, maybe, we'll see. Okay. because it seemed like it was missing a face. So UV cylindrical, rotate 90, oh, negative 90, because I want that seam on the inside. Go ahead and grab it. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, and I'm going to go ahead and check where the edge is, and it's exactly where I want it. Okay. So that was pretty easy. I'm going to do the same thing with this one, just in case. Seems like it might be missing a face or so in there. Okay. UV, cylindrical, 90. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold. Okay, so now I can select both of these. Tool, or polygons, unfold. Got two more clean unwraps there. Okay. Still a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's see what that is. Parts in the hand. Okay. Okay. So let's see what this is. There's the hand itself. Okay. I'm guessing this one is as well. Yep. Okay, so we've got one tail, two tails, the head. Let's see where the body is in here. Ah, okay. So arms, legs, and it wraps around there. Okay. And that's for the tails. Kind of okay with that. Should be fine. Okay, polygons unfold. Flips it upside down. Okay. Alright, so back to this. So this arm needs to be fixed up a bit, and I'm going to create my seam on here. Starts here, moves down the arm. And you could just cut this edge that I'm highlighting now, this edge, and the next edge, and then sew it over here if that's where you wanted the seam, but I kind of like this one better. So, and it should be I can see now there is tons of little triangles in here, which is why you can't get a clean edge loop selection. Okay, and just check it in 3 mode. I would even probably go up to this point for the arm, because I'm just going to unwrap it. Okay, UV, cylindrical, 90 and negative 90. Okay, go ahead, grab that, move it out of the way. Tool, smooth UV, unfold, unfold, and I've only got 2 edges to cut. Cut UV edges. Select this edge, bring it over here. This one and this one, polygons. Oh, and this one. Oh. This one, polygons moving so. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, polygons, unfold. Okay, and then in here it's got some edges that need to be sewed. Or not. Let's see. Need to see what's happening here in the mesh. Try this again. Tool, smooth UV tool, fold. So it's, yeah, a couple of these edges need to be sewn. Polygons moving so. I'm just finding those. Oh. I have them selected. Just trying to see why it won't. And polygons moving so. Okay, that worked. It's because the vertices were not merged. Could be a very similar scenario over here. I believe it is. Okay. Okay. Polygons moving so. Polygons moving so. And there's another one far at the end. Polygons moving so. Alright, there's the arm. Okay. Save. Now, that's just the arm on that side. I'm going to do this one. Next. UV, cylindrical, -90, -90, and let's see if this one's got some of those same issues we were just running into. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, unfold. Okay. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do is cut this seam down, because this is where I have the seam on the other side, and this is where I want it to be on both sides, underneath the arm. So, there we go. Polygons, cut UV edges. Bring this one over. Now find the seam and just run up that edge. Polygons moving so up to that point. Now I'm going to unfold it because I got and okay, polygons moving so. Do that one more time. Smooth UV, unfold it, unfold it, fold it. Okay, and then polygons, unfold, and we'll see here we have the same issue as before. In the wrist, it's going to be the same vertices since it was mirrored at these points. So I got to go through and locate. Okay, those are good now. One good thing about the location of these is I can tell it's where the wrist was connected, and it's all on the same edge. So now these ones too. Oh, I think that's good now. Alright, so now I can probably just be able to polygons moving so, and just run through polygons moving so. Polygons moving so. Okay. Polygons unfold. And then just double check. Okay. So that's the arms done. And now moving forward, let us check what else we can do here. What is this area? Okay, the hand. Alright, so hands can be tricky, but I know from before checking here that, at least on this side, this part's missing part of the hand. So, here's one hand, and here's the other. And I'm going to go through and just move and sew these on there. These little bits that are kind of left laying around. Polygons, move and sew. Here's another one. Polygons, move and sew. Okay. I'm just going to keep looking for those little bits if there's anything left. Okay. So, the next thing we're going to do is, this is okay to have. It's not terrible to have, but let's see, when I unfold it, we get some weird things happening, and even if I polygon unfold it, kind of get that same result as before. It could be cleaner. The best way to check is to assign new material, Lambert, on color, click the checker, 6, and I'm going to scale this larger for the time being. And you can see weird deformation, like pulling and stretching here on the hand, which is really bad for texturing. And then if you notice the difference in the tail, which we did, cleaned up, or the face, you don't get this pulling and stretching. So we need to fix that. And how we do that is we're just going to create a seam down one of the and I could create the seam down here, but I think it might be easier to just have it be, let me take a look, right, maybe this one, down the edge of the hand. Okay, polygons, cut UV edges, select it, tool, smooth UV tool, unfold it, and getting a little bit of weirdness right now, but okay, now let's take this one and cut this one as well. Okay, now here I can see this needs to be sewn together, and I'm just going to run down this edge. Polygons, cut UV edges. Oh, I meant polygons, move and sew UV edges. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, and keep unfolding. and keep going. Okay. Polygons, unfold it. And we've got everything on the hand that we need. Okay. Cool. So now when we go into 6 mode, we grab all of our shells and we scale it larger. Got some weird stuff happening here in the head. Take a look at that in a second. So when we take a look at the hand now, should be getting cleaner squares, which we are. We're not getting that pull in this region. Okay, so now to the fingers, or the other hand, but I'll just do the fingers for now. Okay, so I can tell right away that I'm going to want to cut these polygons, cut UV edges, and then here I'm going to want to sew these edges. Because it's just a strange spot for the seam to be. And now I'm going to unfold it. Polygons, unfold. Okay. Same thing here. I'm going to create my seam down this edge. And right up to this point, polygons, cut UV edges, and then we're going to find that seam. Where are you, seam? Okay, here, 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 and I'm just running down these edges. Okay, let's try that. Polygons, move, and sew. And there's one more. Polygons, move, and sew. Now, unfold it. Polygons, unfold. So I'm going to create my new seam right here. Polygons, cut UV edges, and then I'm going to go around and then sew these. Polygons, move, and sew. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, unfold, unfold. Polygons, unfold. Okay. Same thing here. Polygons cut UV edges. And then I'm going to come around and move and sew these polygons, move and sew. Tool, smooth UV tool, unfold, unfold, and unfold. Okay. So now that we've got this entire hand completely done, let's go ahead and take one look here at what's happening. I think it's fine. Okay, polygons unfold. Kind of get that same look. Okay, so I mean that's the entire body. All that would be left is the opposite hand, which is this part. This part, which we already did the one side, so let's kind of give you an idea on how to unwrap a character. Okay, and everything else has been done. The ear is okay. I mean, if we're gonna go ahead and probably make it nicer, run a seam up the back, something like that. Might even stop it there, but I don't find it all that necessary. But I am concerned about this part. And actually, you know what? It's exactly how I kind of want it to be. The ears are pretty fine. Let's see. It's just going in this weird shape. The squares are relatively fine. You can always hit this button, kind of see where you get some strangeness in your changing the size. Blue is good, red is bad, but generally you want to do it at like a decent size. So something where you're going to see some of that larger color range, where you get white is great, blue is great, white is good, and red being bad. But it's not really in this case. Depending on the scale of it, you can make the entire thing blue. And that's just kind of going off of like how large your image size would be and things like that. But for the most part, yeah, this thing is basically done. Anyway, turn off that and finish off the last part, I guess. No, I mean, you guys get the idea of how it goes. Just got to finish off that hand. But that's how you basically unwrap a character. This was partially unwrapped, most of it cylindrically, but it needed some cleanup, obviously. So anyone who's confused with cutting and sewing edges and seams, this video will be great for you, where we cut a ton of edges, move and sew a ton of edges, and then we get that correct. A nicely clean, scaled checkerboard on our character. So that is pretty much all there is to it, to cutting and moving and sewing and some unwrapping, and yeah, just overall view of unwrapping a character whereas all we have left now is just this part, and possibly the eyes. I haven't checked, and the eyes. So the eyes will be next time. Thanks for watching.